In the small town of Maple Creek, people knew the sound of Bill Carter's old truck as it rattled home after midnight. His wife, Sarah, always kept the porch light on, just in case he ever looked for home instead of another drink. Bill wasn't always this way. He was once a smiling man with big dreams, the kind who used to bring Sarah wildflowers from the gas station after work. But when his factory shut down and months of rejection piled up, the bottle became his comfort, and she became invisible. "Bill, please, you said you'd stop." "It's just one beer, Sarah. Don't start tonight." She didn't argue. She just whispered, "I miss the man who used to hold my hand." Every morning, she cleaned the bottles before the kids woke up. She cooked his breakfast even when he threw the plate the night before. She prayed every night that the man she married would find his way back through the fog. Her friends told her to leave. Her pastor told her to have faith. But she only said, "He's broken, not bad. Broken things just need fixing." Sarah took extra shifts at the diner, keeping the family afloat, while Bill spent his nights at the bar. When he stumbled home, she still covered him with a blanket and whispered, "Good night, love," even when he didn't hear it. Their son, Ethan, stopped waiting for his dad to come to baseball games. Their daughter, Lily, drew pictures of mom and brother because dad was never there. One evening, Ethan shouted, "Mom, why do you still care? He doesn't." Sarah's eyes filled with quiet tears. "Because love doesn't quit when it gets hard, son. It quits when there's nothing left to save." But even she didn't know how much longer she could carry hope alone. It was a Friday night when Bill came home later than ever. Muddy boots, glassy eyes, slurred words. Sarah stood at the door, holding his jacket. "Bill, please, the kids saw you like this again. They're scared." He pushed past her. "You think I'm proud of this? You think I don't know what I've become?" She reached for his hand, but he pulled away. And in that moment, something inside her broke, not loudly, just quietly, like glass cracking under soft pressure. That night, for the first time, she didn't cover him with a blanket. She sat by the window, staring at the moon, and whispered, "Maybe love isn't enough if it's only one-sided." The next morning, the house was silent. The coffee pot was empty. A note sat on the table beside Bill's ashtray. "I've loved you through storms I never deserved. I've prayed you'd see me before it was too late. I'm not leaving because I stopped loving you. I'm leaving because you stopped loving yourself." There was no anger in her words, only sadness and peace. She took the kids, packed a single suitcase, and walked away. For the first time, Bill's world went silent, not from hangover, but from absence. Days turned to weeks. No clinking dishes, no humming from the kitchen, just echoes. He walked through the house, touching her things, the small photo frame, the coffee mug with lipstick stains, the Bible she kept on the nightstand. He found the old wedding photo and stared at his younger self, the man who once promised her forever. That night, for the first time in years, he didn't drink. He sat on the porch, looking at the light she used to leave on for him, and he whispered, "You were my light, Sarah. I just kept walking in the dark." He tried calling, but she didn't answer. He tried letters, but they came back unopened. So Bill did the only thing left. He went to rehab. The first week broke him. The second rebuilt him. By the third, he had stopped shaking every morning and started praying instead. One evening, his counselor asked, "Why now, Bill?" He smiled faintly. "Because this time, I'm not doing it for her. I'm doing it for the man she believed I could be." 6 months later, Bill walked out sober. He had lost everything, but for the first time, he felt everything. He got a job at a local repair shop, fixed old cars, saved every dollar. He didn't drink when he was lonely. He didn't curse when he was tired. He just kept rebuilding himself, bolt by bolt, like an old engine coming back to life. He sent Sarah one final letter. "You were right. Love can't fix a man who doesn't want to be fixed, but your love planted something in me. It just took time to grow. If you never come back, thank you for teaching me how to come back to myself." Sarah stood outside a church fair with the kids when she heard a familiar laugh. She turned and saw him, clean, healthy, holding a tray of cupcakes for a community fundraiser. Their eyes met. No words, just a long silence filled with everything they once were. Bill walked over slowly and said, "I'm not asking you to forgive me today. I just wanted you to see I finally became the man you prayed for." She smiled softly through tears. "Then I guess my prayers were answered. Sometimes love doesn't save us the way we expect. Sometimes it leaves so that we can find ourselves again." She loved him enough to walk away, and he loved her enough to finally change. That is what real love looks like. Not perfect, not easy, but powerful enough to rebuild broken souls.